Started off with a pork shoulder butt. It's 13.5 pounds. It is an affordable piece of meat and it works great for this dish. The first thing I like to do is to remove the bone. Use the bone as a guide and work nice and slow. The only goal you have is to keep as much meat as possible, so be sure to stay as close as possible to the bone. As you can see, it easily comes out. Since we're making taco al pastor, the next thing to do is to slice them thin. When I say thin, I mean half an inch thick. You don't want paper thin. And it's all to make sure our marinade will penetrate deeply into that meat. They don't need to be perfect slices, they just need to be thin. Your end goal is to end up with nice large pieces. The next thing to do is our marinade, and it is delicious. And here's how to make it. This is guajillo chili. It is not spicy, but it has a wonderful flavor. And as you can see, it comes completely dehydrated. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always in the description down below for you. Since it's completely dry, the first thing I like to do is to put it in some boiling water. That brings the chili back to life. You don't want to cook them for too long. Anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute does the job. Once the time is up, just remove them and let them cool down. These are sour oranges. Unlike regular oranges, they're not sweet. Just like their name, they're kind of sour, and eating them by themselves is not good. However, they are perfect for a marinade. If you can't find sour oranges, you will also be able to substitute with something else. Remember, it's always on the description down below for you. To make this marinade, all we have to do is throw everything into the food processor. We first started with the sour oranges, white vinegar, pineapple juice went in, followed by the guajillo chilies, garlic, white onions, cinnamon powder, white pepper, freshly ground black pepper, dry oregano, cumin, and to finish it off, a good amount of achiote powder. Now all there's left to do is mix it well in your food processor until all the ingredients have combined together, and your marinade is done. It smells so good that you're gonna want to eat it just like this, but don't. Now all there's left to do is put it in the meat and mix it well. It's important to make sure every single piece is heavily coated. Now the only thing left to do is to cover it up and let it marinate in your refrigerator for 24 hours. As the meat is marinating, I'm gonna show you an easy and simple but refreshing and tasty avocado sauce. Here's how to do it. Using a hand processor, throw in some avocado, lime juice, cilantro, freshly ground black pepper, a good amount of mayonnaise, and Mexican queso crema. Now all there's left to do is mix it well and your avocado sauce is done. I'm telling you right now, this sauce goes well with any taco or any sandwich. Since that was a refreshing sauce, I'm also gonna make a spicy sauce. Come on, this is Mexican food. And here's how to make it. I first started by rehydrating my chilies. We don't want to cook them, we just want to rehydrate them. If you like it really spicy, you can leave the seeds in. But if you know me, I don't like it too spicy. Then I took some tomatillos to the fire. I just want to put a nice char on them to give a nice flavor. Into the hand processor they went, together with my chilies, mayo, freshly ground black pepper, and finish it off with salt. Now all there's left to do is to blend it well and your hot chili sauce is done. Here's a quick tip. If you want to save sauces, just vacuum pack them. They will last 5 times longer than if you leave it in jars. Now let's talk about tortilla. There's a lot of options out there. We got flour tortilla, obviously corn tortilla, tacos made out of white corn, street tacos made out of flour. The possibilities with tortillas are endless whenever you're buying them pre-made. But I will tell you one thing, there's nothing like making them at home. The fact that you control every aspect of the flavor is the perfect way to go. Homemade is always better. And today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make my version. And here's how to do it. A lot of people like to use lard. This is basically pork fat. And it tastes good. However, I found out that butter tastes way better. And ever since I tasted with butter, I changed. And I know it's not traditional, but just give it a try. I'm pretty sure you'll change as well. And this is masa de maíz. It's the perfect flour to make tacos. I started off with my corn flour, threw in my melted butter, and finished it off with water. You want to mix it well until everything is pliable. You're looking for a consistency of Play-Doh. If it's too dry, you can always add more water. In the end, you're basically looking for a nice pliable dough. If I pat it down and I press it, it lightly crumbles in the edges. And this is the consistency you're looking for. Whenever I'm making tortillas, I never use a measurement. I always go by the feel. Once the mixing is done, make sure to let your dough rest for at least 30 minutes. To make it easy for you to press your tortillas, here's a quick tip. Using a Ziploc bag, just cut out the sides. This will stop the dough from sticking to the press. To make the tortilla is pretty simple. Just make a ball, put right in the middle of the press, push it down, and that's it. Now all there's left to do is to cook it up. Talking about that, you want to use a cast iron. This makes the job perfect every time because it retains the heat. And you don't want to overcook your tortilla. Just make sure that they're lightly golden brown on the top and your tortillas are done. To help them finish cook and keep them moist, I definitely recommend a tortilla warmer. If you don't have one, you should. It makes a world of a difference. The very next day, my meat was done marinating, so I quickly opened it up and gave it a nice mix. I'm gonna be cooking mine on the grill, but you can do just as good in the oven if you don't have a grill. And to make it authentic as possible, I'm gonna use the pineapple trick. Place the pineapple right in the middle of a pan, and using a chopstick, put it right in the middle. This will allow you to stack up the meat just like they do in Mexico. The only thing to keep in mind is try to keep a round shape throughout the whole process. If any of the pieces are too large, just make sure you cut them and put them on top. Try to keep them evenly so that your tower will not fall in the end. Every small pieces that comes out goes right in the middle. To finish it off, just crown it with a pineapple and your taco al pastor tower is ready for the grill. Talking about that, I'm gonna be cooking it in indirect heat at 500 degrees Fahrenheit. As the juices starts falling off, I'll be collecting that and basting it in itself. As the edges starts to being cooked, I'll be shaving it off so we can make some amazing tacos with it. But now I say it is enough talking and it is time to make some amazing taco al pastor, so let's do it. We have our
Te amo. Ve y diviértete.
beautiful tacos over here. What do you think, Angel?
Mine looks appealing. Yours, huh?
Angel wanted to go very, very basic with a little bit of cheese. No green stuff for you, yeah? No green stuff?
Green stuff right here.
Yes, of course. Okay, let's go for it, yeah? You ready to try it?
Wait, can I try just the tortilla?
Yeah.
Because I saw you over there making it. Now
You never had a homemade tortilla. Okay, you try it. Go
I
for
want
it.
to try your tortilla, bro.
Tell me.
Oh.
Isn't it completely different? If you never had homemade
Oh,
tortilla,
that doesn't compare.
it's definitely like a different experience, isn't it? The one that you buy from the store is so dry,
It's like fluffy.
fluffy, moist. You know what I mean? It's like,
I like that one.
that is amazing. I definitely
That makes me
recommend
want to
it.
eat it more.
All right, let's go for it, yeah? I'm not a taco expert, but I hope I did it justice, all right? My Mexican friends, take it easy on me, yeah? Yeah?
You tell them in the comments. Good, what are you doing?
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh. That's good.
Come on. That is amazing.
Like a sweetness that comes after you bite it.
That's the pineapple. Such a nice flavor, everybody. It's difficult to explain this marinade, right?
Well, let's
you
go.
want to go for another bite? Let's go.
Well, let's go.
I know you didn't want to try the salsita, but you gotta try the salsita. It's a little bit spicy, but you can handle it, bro.
Okay, here. Do like this. Do a spoon.
A full spoon?
Like that.
Just like that?
Oh,
Oh,
he's dead.
there you go, my friend. A full spoon, full flavor. Take it like a man.
Go ahead.
I hope I
it
survive
right on the
tonight.
tongue.
I hope I survive tonight.
Tonight. Tomorrow when you go to the bathroom, that one's gonna come in.
It's spicy, but it's not that bad.
I'm not gonna
Super
put a lot.
flavorful. Spicy.
Whoa, yeah! Spicy. I heard you.
It's spicy. It's spicy, boy.
Put a little bit, right?
Oh, come on, Angel. Cheers,
No.
everybody. Salsita.
I'm not dying.
You're not dying. How about the flavor? Isn't it extremely flavorful?
It does have a lot of flavor. Something in there. It's just hot. Like it just makes your tongue tingle.
Anyway, guys, this is my results with my taco. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wow, this is good.
So amazing, bro. I can eat this every single day. There's a reason why my Mexican friends are the king of tacos, because it is amazing. See you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
To get started, you will need 3 to 4 pounds of pork meat. I am using pork shoulder meat. I went ahead and chopped up all of my pork meat, and I have it sitting in water. I like to do this just to help lessen the scum and foam when I start to boil it. Okay, on to my chiles. I will be using 4 chile anchos, and this pack is 1.5 ounces. I'm using 2, so that would make it 3 ounces of chile ancho. I'm also going to be using 2 chile arbol, and this is very hot, so I'm only using 2. Using these 2 will not make my pozole ultra hot. It's just going to give it a nice little kick, and I actually have a low tolerance for heat, so this is not going to make it spicy. I'm also going to be using 5 chile guajillos, and this is another mild to medium heat chile. Basically, this combination it's going to be a mild pozole, just with a little kick. Next, I'm just going to remove the stem and all the seeds from all of the chiles. I would like to add, you don't necessarily have to use all these types of chiles. If you just have chile ancho, use chile ancho, which is a mild chile. You could use just chile guajillo. There's times where I only use guajillo and cascabel. It just depends what you have in your home and what your preference is. But I will say, if you use New Mexico chiles or chile arbol, those are very spicy, so be careful, because I made the mistake of buying New Mexico chiles thinking, oh, it's mild. No, it is spicy, so just be sure to be aware of that. I also want to show you that I boiled some water, and that's what I'll be steeping my chiles in. So I'm just going to continue removing the stems and the seeds from my chiles, and eventually they are going to end up in that boiling pot of water. Okay, so now that they're all cleaned, I am going to let my chiles steep in this hot water for at least 30 minutes until they become pliable and soft. Okay, and I just want to go over the other ingredients that I will be using. I have half of a large onion. You could use a whole onion. This one was just really large, so I halved it. I'm also going to be using a bunch of garlic. Use however much garlic you like, and if you don't like fresh garlic or you don't have it, use garlic powder. I'm also going to be using 2 bay leaves, and these 2 bay leaves are going to go into the pot when I start boiling my pork meat. And for the spices, I will be using, let's get these onto the board here. Here I have 1 tablespoon of kosher salt. I'm going to use this again when I start boiling my pork meat. I'm also going to be using 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, and I have here 1 full tablespoon of dried oregano. And again, all of these spices, use what you like. If you like less or if you like more, adjust it to whatever you like. I just think this works for me when I make it. I also just wanted to point out, if you've seen my other videos, or even if this is your first video, I tend to use coarse kosher salt when I prep a lot of my food. But if you are the type of person that uses table salt, or the finer salts, the measurements that I use might not match so well with this type of salt. So if you are using this salt, I wanted to point out that, for example, in this recipe, I'm going to start off with a tablespoon of coarse kosher salt. So if you are using this table salt, you want to probably use only...
¿Estás creando tu negocio online? Ve a Wix.com y pon tu sitio en marcha con una experiencia de creación personalizada. Agrega lo que necesites para tu negocio y elige un diseño acorde a tu estilo. Personalízalo con total flexibilidad.
2.5 teaspoons. You want to start off with 2.5 teaspoons just to be safe, because if you're using a full tablespoon of table salt, you might oversalt the pozole. So that's just something to be aware of. Okay, next here I have 2 chicken flavored bouillon cubes, and I'm using the Knorr brand. And I'm going to be adding this to 4 cups of hot water to create a chicken broth. Now, if you have 4 cups of your own chicken broth or chicken stock that you make, use that. But I actually just like to use chicken bouillon cube from Knorr. So anyways, I'm going to mix this up until it's combined. And this is also going to be going into our pozole. Okay, here I have an 8-quart stock pot, and in it I have about 4 to 4.5 liters of water. I believe I measured out about 18 cups of water. Now I'm just going to add my pork meat, and I went ahead and rinsed it and drained all of the water it was soaking in. Next I'll be adding 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, and I'm just going to let this come up to a boil and let it cook for about an hour. And I almost forgot, I'm also going to be adding 2 bay leaves. And this is actually 30 minutes of boiling at a hard boil, and all of this scum and foam has produced. So now what I'm going to do is remove all of this. It is very important for a good pozole, even when you're making menudo, or even if you're making a soup or boiling meat, to get rid of all of the impurities and scum and foam and even the fat from the top of your broth, because it's going to make a world of difference in your finished product. After cleaning all of the scum out, I'm going to let it continue to boil, and remember, we're boiling this for an hour. Okay, so while the pork meat is boiling, here I have my chiles. They are nice and soft. And now I am just going to add my onion, which I have roughly chopped. And I'm also going to add my roughly chopped garlic. I also decided to add my tablespoon of dried oregano, and this is because I think it helps break up some of the oregano so you're not kind of choking on the oregano leaf when it's in the broth. And just to get things moving along, I'm going to add about a cup of the chicken broth. Okay, so now that my chile is pureed and blended, I am going to strain it. Now, you don't have to do this, but this is what I like to do, again, to achieve a nice clean broth. Okay, so midway straining my puree, I had to check on my boiling pork over there and clean out a little bit of more foam and scum. So I went back and here I am. I have finished, and I did use a little bit more of chicken stock to go ahead and help strain some of the chile. It got really thick, but this is what I ended up with, all of the skin. Okay, so my pork has been boiling for an hour, or a little over an hour. And here is all the scum and fat and foam that I removed. And I also fished out those 2 bay leaves, because now I'm going to add the rest of our ingredients. So to this pot, and if you notice, the water has dropped significantly because it's been boiling for an hour. So I'm going to add the rest of our chicken stock. And the reason why I didn't add the chicken stock first is because I knew I was going to take out some of the liquid while removing the foam and scum. And you don't want the chicken flavor, you know, to be removed. So I'm just going to give that a good mix. And now I'm going to add my pureed chiles, but first I'm going to add the 2 teaspoons of ground cumin to the puree and just give that a mix. And into the pot it goes, and you don't want to lose any of that puree, so I'm actually going to dunk this bowl into the broth or the stock, and just to make sure I get all of that wonderful chile puree and flavor out of the bowl. Now that I've added all of the ingredients, I am going to give it a good mix, and I'm going to bring this up to a boil. And once I bring it up to a boil, I'm going to cover with a lid, and I'm going to let this cook for another hour. You want to make sure your meat is nice and tender, and if it needs to go longer than that, by all means, but another hour should do it. I also wanted to show you that I have my burner at a medium to medium high heat. And again, I'm just going to let this go for an hour. Now it has been 1 hour, and I want to show you how soft and tender the meat has become. And at this point, I think my meat is ready for the next step, and that would be adding the hominy. Here I have about 5 to 6 cups of white hominy.
Tendremos un gran partido del NFL en esta noche de fútbol americano. Llega a la cancha el referee botanero con lo que no podría faltar, los productos Sabritas. Al que dirige al equipo desde casa, pasa.
Hominy. And the reason why I measured it in cups is because all I had was this giant can of hominy. It's like a 6-pound can of hominy. Let me show you so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. Here is the giant can that I ended up having to buy because I couldn't find a smaller one. So I'm just showing you here. I used about half of this can. Now, if you double the recipe, this 6-pound can would be perfect for a double of the broth and meat ratio. But if I just dumped in this whole can into my pot of pozole, it would just be hominy overkill. So you only want to use 5 to 6 cups in this recipe. And what I also did is I strained it and I gave it a rinse. That's why I have it in a strainer. So now I'm just going to add it to my pot of pozole. And now that I've added my hominy, I'm going to let this whole pot cook for an additional 30 to 45 minutes, or until the hominy comes out tender. It still has to have its texture and a bite to it, but right now it's a little too hard to just start eating. So you want to let your pozole continue to cook for about 30 to 45 minutes. Okay, the pozole is on the last leg of cook time. I want to discuss toppings. And traditional toppings for pozole is shredded cabbage. I have diced onion. And let's not forget my favorite, lime. I have some lime wedges. And I also like to serve this with additional dried oregano. I know I have some family members that like to give a couple shakes of the oregano into their bowl of menudo or pozole just for an added spice. And I don't have it here today, but you could also use sliced cherry radishes. Those are really good. Okay, so my pozole is done. So now I am just going to serve myself a bowl and dress it accordingly to the way I like my pozole. And I just want to show you how wonderful everything came together. The broth is perfect and the meat is tender, the hominy is done. So now all there's left to do is add my toppings. I'm going to add some shredded cabbage, a little bit of diced onion, and of course, my favorite, a squeeze of lime. As always, the recipe will be located in the description box below. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching. Hey guys, you can click on the video icons for more recipes, or you can click on my picture icon to subscribe. Thanks for watching.
¿Esta cosa es peligrosa?
¡Au! ¡Qué manera más tóxica de iniciar una relación!
¡Ya vámonos!
¡No, espera!
¡Salten!
Con la nueva línea Old Spice Red Reserve Premium, tu cuerpo será dividido por un dilema. ¿Es desodorante? ¿Es perfume? ¿Es perfume? ¿Es desodorante? Nueva línea Red Reserve Premium. Deja que tu nariz decida.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you guys how to make some delicious sopes a la mexicana. In case you guys want to know how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for the recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of thin sirloin tip steaks, 2 small potatoes cut into small cubes, 4 cups of maseca, a half a cup of flour, 4 Roma tomatoes chopped, 1 small white onion sliced, 2 jalapeno or serrano peppers, 2 bay leaves, refried beans, 1 can And if you need to
Nuevos Masterpieces Turín Cero. El regalo para dejarte ir.
Check tiene todas las herramientas que necesitas para tu semestre en un solo lugar. Correcciones de redacción.
They're delicious. You cannot go wrong with this empanadas de piña, no matter where they come from. Don't do it. It's just out of this place. My name is Lucy.
My name is Xochitl, and today I'm ranking
pan dulce.
Ooh.
When you were growing up, what was your favorite pan dulce?
Me gustan las conchas, pero hace poquito fui a Guadalajara y haz de cuenta que las conchas las abrieron por la mitad y le pusieron lo que se llama natas, es lo de arriba de la leche, y las pusieron en el horno. ¡Oh, qué cosa tan buena! Antes no me gustaban tanto las conchas, pero ya ahora son de mis favoritas.
Siempre me han encantado las conchitas, pero me gustan más comerme the top of it than just the bread, because the bread is kind of dry, but the top of it, I just eat all that.
Para que saboreemos un buen pan dulce, debe de ir acompañado con un buen cafecito.
I have to show you how I make my café.
Ya que tienes tu agua hervida, bien calientita, le vas a poner tu café. Si te gusta muy fuerte, ponle más, ¿ok? Pero así, originalmente esto y tu azúcar. A mí me gusta así.
Primero empiezo con el café. Me gusta, este es mi favorito. Me gusta poner nomás la mitad de café. No tanto, porque a mí no me gusta el café muy fuerte. Le pongo yo esta leche. Me encanta que tenga mucha leche. Muchos de mi familia se ríen de mí. Me dicen, tú no estás tomando café, estás tomando leche. My grandma would always make my coffee, and this is how she would make it. So every time I drink my coffee and I think about mi abuelita. It's really good. It's my favorite. This is how my abuelita would make it, just like this. And it reminds me so much of that. Who needs Starbucks?
¡Lista! Una concha. Ya ven que las conchas ya las hacen de diferentes colores, ¿verdad?
Este es mi favorito because it's the pink color and it's delicious.
Lo bueno de la concha que esto de arriba está bien dulce para la gente que le gusta lo dulce.
This is my favorite part of the concha, the top, the frosting, I guess.
Vamos a probarlo.
Perfect. This is what my grandma would give me. Just like this.
El dulce nomás está arriba, así que este pan está muy bueno porque no está tan dulce.
She would buy it for me every morning. She'd go to the panadería and would buy us pan dulce for the morning, especially if we were good.
Está muy buena la concha. Ahora vamos a probar la concha con café. Agarras tu pedazo de concha, tu cafecito bien caliente y así, sencillito, sencillito. Ay, Diosito santo.
I give this a 10 because it's perfect. Brings me good memories and it's really good. You cannot go wrong with pan dulce and your favorite drink, which is mi café.
Un 10 para la concha sola y un 11 para la concha con café. Le da un sabor de los dioses.
Mantecada, little cupcakes. They taste like cornbread and it's perfect.
Saben igualito que cuando yo era niña. Qué buenos están.
Con mi cafecito. Perfect. Not too sweet. And the memories goes a long way. A 10.
Un 10. A los dos. Al pan solo y el pan con café. Muy bueno.
Marranitos. Never like marranitos. I had them before. I think it's the taste of the wheat too strong.
Este como que lo hacen con piloncillo. Siempre he olido un olor muy diferente entre pan dulce, pero otra cosa, no sé si canela o qué es.
I'm gonna try it again.
No sé si tengo la idea que nunca me han gustado o no sé. El olor está muy bonito, pero el olor nada más.
Very dry. Let's see if it gets better with my coffee. Does not bring a very good taste with it. Maybe that's why they're called marranitos, because they are very nasty taste.
Gracias, pero puerquitos no.
I give this a 1 because they're nasty. Don't buy me this.
Este pan se llama beso. Para los que no hablan español, kiss, ¿ok?
This is like a coconut flavor, I believe.
A mí el coco sí me gusta mucho. Oh, y adentro trae, parece mermelada de fresa. A quien le gusta el dulce, muy bien. A su café no le pongan azúcar si se van a comer este pan. Si quieren lo pueden meter, pero como está tan dulce, yo voy a hacer esto, fíjense bien, ¿eh? Es que uno pues se da ideas de todo, ¿verdad?
¿Buscas color? Sin resecar tus labios. Nuevo Labello Caring Beauty 2 en 1. Combina color intenso con humectación de larga duración. El color de un labial, el cuidado de labello.
No, does not get better.
Sigue muy dulce.
It's a 3. Too sweet. The coconut's just there. The jelly is a little bit messy, but strong.
Como este video se llama pan dulce, pues sí está dulce, así que no le voy a decir tan bajita la calificación porque sí está representando lo que es pan dulce, ¿ok? Un 6.
Orejas. I really never like orejas because they're kind of hard, but I do like what they put, a little bit of sweetness of it. Me gusta mucho eso.
Doradito. Es de los panes favoritos de mi mamá. No sé si conocen los buñuelos, pero es esa consistencia. Como que son capitas así de harina que las presionan con azúcar. Está muy bueno. Yo no lo acostumbro así, pero como es pan dulce, ha de saber bien bueno.
Too dry. Never liked them. Now I understand why they call them orejas. It's a 2. Too dry, not enough. Sweetness of it. Even when you mix it with my favorite coffee, it still is way too dry.
Muy bueno.
It just does look like an ear, huh? No wonder. No, I don't want to eat an ear. A 2.
Empanada de piña.
This is my most favorite one. If you go to El Paso, Texas, somewhere in El Paso, there's this place where they make this empanada de piña. There's people lining up. It's so popular. And I had that one time. Oh, I just want to go back there. They're delicious. You cannot go wrong with these empanadas de piña, no matter where they come from. Don't do it. It's just out of this place.
Yeah. Demasiado dulce.
Empanadas is always a 10 because they're my favorite and they're good.
La mermelada pues es de piña, sí sabe a piña, pero como que es mucha harina y demasiado dulce. Esta es una galleta de chocolate. Para los que no hablan español, chocolate chip cookie. ¡Ah, qué dulce se ve!
Not bad.
Estos son trocitos de chocolate, pues sí, son chocolate, está bueno. La galleta está media durita. ¿Es de hoy o de cuándo es la galleta? No, se me hace que es del año pasado.
Not too bad. You taste the chocolate too.
Con café sabe mejor porque le quita poco lo dulce.
Innate. It's not hard, it's soft, it's not too sweet.
Es galleta, tiene chocolate, va bien con el café sin azúcar.
Little bit too much of el chocolate, but I like chocolate, so not too bad. Innate.
Está buena.
Out of all the pan dulces you had today, which one was your favorite?
The empanada, because it reminds me of the lot that my abuelita used to give me almost every morning. And they're delicious too. You cannot go wrong eating empanadas. You get the fruit, you not too sweet, and it is easy to eat. So the empanadas are my best.
Yo pienso.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're going to La Suprema Bakery. That's right. One of you guys, one of my fellow viewers, basically saw me walking through here one day and said, hey, one of my family members owns this place. So yeah, long story short, I came over here and said, hey, mind if I do a video? And they're like, of course, we thought you'd never ask. And well, here I am. So without further ado, let's go get some baked goods. Let's go check out a typical Mexican bakery, okay? Just a typical Mexican bakery out here, all right, in Mérida, Mexico. All right, here's the place, all right? So let's go in, all right? Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Hoy vamos a hacer el episodio en español y yo voy a traducirlo todo en inglés, ¿ok? So vamos a hacerlo al revés para que sea mucho más fácil y todo el mundo pueda, ¿cómo se dice? Beneficiarse de lo que vamos a hacer hoy. So, hoy estamos en una panadería, right? ¿Se dice así bien? Una panadería yucateca, que es muy típica, de aquí, de la región. Entonces, vamos a ir. Entonces, si ustedes están viendo en México, hay varias cosas que ustedes ya van a conocer, pero si están viendo de cualquier otra parte de Latinoamérica o de los Estados Unidos o de Europa, de donde sea, entonces igual son cosas muy nuevas. So, algunas cosas van a conocer, algunas cosas son nuevas. Entonces ahora voy a introducir la hija, la hija del panadero, ¿sabes? So, la jefa.
Hola, mi nombre es Anet, yo soy la hija del dueño de La Suprema. Nuestra panadería lleva más de 60 años aquí en Mérida. Pasó de mi bisabuelo a mi abuelo, a mi papá, y en un futuro muy cercano va a pasar a mí. Nosotros tenemos desde panes muy antiguos y tradicionales hasta ya las nuevas creaciones, adaptándonos siempre pues a los gustos del cliente, pero te puedo mostrar.
Sí, claro. Ahora vamos a ir paso a paso y muéstranos todo lo que tiene en tu panadería para ofrecer a todos. So, ¿quieren empezar por aquí, por allá? Ok. So, vamos a empezar por aquí.
Ok.
¿Qué cuál?
So, si vienes de viaje, o sea, eres extranjero, tienes que probar sí o sí las bolitas de queso.
Oh, sí. Ok, sí.
Están rellenas de queso crema. Es a crunchy crust.
Sí, a mí me encanta, es uno de mis favoritos, eso.
Es icónico de Mérida. También tenemos hojaldras, que también tiene ese área crujiente y salada y dulce, con jamón y queso. Tenemos toda la parte también salado dulce, se llaman patas.
Ok.
Like a foot.
Like
¿sí?
foot, ok, yeah.
Y tienen jamón y queso, sirve para compartir, tomas tu café. Acá abajo tenemos tres tiempos. El moderno se llama rosca suprema.
Oh, wow.
Es una brioche.
¿Puedes sacarle uno para
claro
afuera?
Que sí. Es una rosca brioche con azúcar.
Wow.
El pan es muy fluffy.
Mira qué big, mira qué grande.
El pan es súper fluffy. Y este es invento entre lo que cabe nuevo. Algo muy antiguo de Mérida. Se llama batido.
Ah.
Es como un loaf bread,
Sí.
pero es dulce.
Una barra de pan dulce.
Pero
pan
dulce, exactamente.
Sí. Ok, sí, qué
Esto
rico.
es de las primeras cosas que hay en una panadería yucateca de siglos atrás.
So, esto es súper yucateco.
Exactamente.
Ok.
Y tenemos también tipos panqués, tipos
Ok.
roscas que traen nuez, traen vainilla,
Sí,
algo
sí.
como para tomar con leche o café.
Ok, y aquí arriba, ¿qué son?
Aquí
Todo.
arriba.
Sí, todo.
Ah, perfecto.
Sí.
Aquí arriba tenemos bizcocho de sagú, es como una cookie,
Ok.
pero no es tan dulce.
Ok.
Es especial para que usted remoje en su café o en su leche.
Ah, qué rico.
Aquí
Ok.
se dice hacer chuc.
Ok, sí.
Nuestro bread like burgers and hot dogs.
Ok, so estos son panes de hamburguesa
¿Ya?
y panes
Pero
para...
especiales, tienen parmesano.
Ah, ok.
Ujú.
Muy bueno, qué rico.
Tenemos los normales
Ok,
y por este lado empieza la sección de pan dulce.
ok.
Ok, tenemos lo que todos conocen, los roles de canela.
Right, ok, so como cinnamon rolls.
Exactamente, cinnamon rolls. Los biscuits, esos
Ok.
no son nada nuevo, por
Ok.
ejemplo. Se llaman puros,
Sí, estos son duritos.
duritos como una cookie.
Yeah, very good. I like these too.
Tenemos las roscas, estas son las roscas de agua.
Ok,
Ujú, no es un sabor tan dulce.
ok.
Para que puedas ponerle, tal vez untarle peanut butter o jelly o lo que te guste. Las hojaldritas tienen jamón y queso.
Hojaldritas, I love. Pero te podemos hacia al revés para coger un poquito mejor luz.
Jamón y
así.
queso.
Son muy ricas.
Y son ideales para comer en
Sí.
como un snack.
Muy ricas.
Ahora, este pan es controversial. Aquí
¿sí?
en Mérida se llama concha.
Ok.
En el resto del país se llama chilindrina. Pero en Argentina, concha es una mala palabra.
Ok.
Es como un insulto, entonces tal vez tenga otro nombre. Pero cuando vengas a Mérida y pidas una concha, te van a entregar este tipo de pan.
Sí. Bueno, así como yo la conozco, concha. Sí, ok. Pero se llama pan dulce
Pan
o...
dulce tipo concha. O sea, la concha de
Sí, porque
pan
todos
dulce.
son pan dulces.
Exactamente.
Ok, porque yo soy cubano, entonces para mí, sabes, mucho es nuevo. No tan nuevo porque ya llevo unos años comiéndomelo ya, pero... Ok. Estos son muy ricos también.
Son pastelitos.
Yeah.
Adentro tiene como...
El camote, ¿no?
Como azuquita.
Oh, ok, sugar, ok, azúcar. Oh, qué rico.
Estos
Galletitas.
nunca los entendí cuando estaba chica porque se llaman besitos.
Ok.
Pero yo no le veo nada de besita. Me parece un ojo. Pero son igual como cookie. Es un
Ok.
polvorón, es duro.
Algunos un poquito más X en la cabeza, como yo, entienden por qué le dicen besitos.
Exactamente, puedes pasar. Abajo, en toda la sección,
Vamos a empezar de acá. Ya.
estos se llaman patitas.
Ok.
Son como las que vimos anteriormente.
Wow.
Tienen igual queso.
Ya, qué rico.
Ujú.
Sí, mira, déjame enseñarte aquí también, ahora que tengo un poquito mejor ángulo con la cámara. Mira, muy rico todo. Ok.
Ok, al igual que las roscas de aquí
Sí.
arriba, estas son roscas dulces,
Sí.
pero también son duras.
Sí, estos son muy ricas también. I like these, me
Y
encantan.
eso es como un roll. Le dicen
De cinnamon igual.
arrolladito. Como
Pero
un
son,
cinnamon roll,
pero son duros.
duros.
So entonces son cinnamon rolls duros, so hard cinnamon rolls.
Ujú.
Wow, ok, yeah, cool. Okay.
Esto parece un cupcake, pero no es un cupcake, es como una especie de muffin.
De
es una
maíz.
mantecada. Pan
mantecado.
de mantecada. Tiene una costra dura.
¿Pero hecho con maíz o no? No.
Con harina. la
Oh, I didn't-
normal.
okay, so yeah, these are just muffins.
Ahora,
That's it. Yeah, these are great muffins. Yeah, pero ustedes tienen algunos que sí son de maíz.
sí.
Sí, yeah.
Okay.
Hay otros, there are corn que son de maíz, pero bueno, ok, próximo.
Estos son mis favoritos.
Ok.
Es pan de leche con un toque de anís.
Ok,
Es muy fluffy por dentro, está suavecito y y se le puede meter otro tipo de ingrediente y lo puedes volver sándwich o un snack más completo.
Ok, hay que probar eso, ok, qué rico.
Toda esta parte es la gama de polvorones.
Ok.
Aquí todos duros, lo único que tienen es que tienen cocoa, chocolate y vainilla.
Ok.
Estos son los famosos.
Pero estos son los de camote, ¿no? ¿O no? Lo de...
Bueno, sí. Ajá, después de camote, coco.
Super good. Bien, me encanta eso, ya. Sí, yo creo que llevamos uno con yo lo pago, no te preocupes.
Los
Sí.
Los tutis tienen queso y por fuera tienen azuquita, entonces igual es una mezcla dulce salada.
Wow, qué rico. Okay. Sí, sí.
Los cuellos son
Ok, sí.
igual pan duro, o sea, tipo de pan duro, pero igual como crusty por fuera.
Yeah, sí, todo muy rico. Yo he tenido casi todo. Todo muy rico.
Y ya para terminar, en la parte del pan dulce normal, tenemos otro tipo de patas. Ya no, esas no son hojaldras, son normales, son suavecitas. Y los, ¿cómo se llama? Zaramullo. Que tampoco sé por qué se llama zaramullo como tal, no se parece a nada.
Yo no sé lo que es un zaramullo.
Ajá, es una fruta.
Ah, ok.
Entonces basaron su nombre como que en la forma de la fruta.
Ok.
Y luego tenemos una sección especial.
Sí.
La parte de repostería.
Ok, sí.
Esa parte es mía, yo la elaboro. Y ya está un poquito más adecuada a los gustos de Estados Unidos, que ya adaptamos aquí en México.
So, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se dice en español? Head pastry chef. ¿Cómo se llama? El chef de repostería, jefa. Ok, suelta la jefa de repostería.
Exactamente.
No, pero todo muy rico. Yo cuando vine hace poco, ella me regaló muy rico. O sea, aquí ya todo está muy rico. Los panes también, mira, va para terminar con los panes. Bueno, ok.
Ok, terminamos aquí. Esta parte pues es la de postres.
Ok.
Todos chocolate, todos dulces. Como para que no te gusta bien lo dulce. Tenemos toda la gama.
Look at that, mira, pizza brownie.
Yeah.
Look at that, qué rico. Wow. Pizza brownie, regular brownie con M&M's, right?
Yeah, con M&M's, Nutella.
Ok.
Tradicionalmente.
Mira, con el queso, sí, tú me diste de ese, está rico.
Es tradicional aquí en Mérida.
Ese, como se lo echan a todo aquí, ¿verdad?
Ajá, exactamente.
A los...
Marquesitas, al
exacto.
pan. Y tenemos igual la pizza de galleta.
So, yeah, giant cookie.
Yeah,
Giant cookie pizza galletón. Giant cookie. Wow.
Tenemos sección de galletas y...
¿Y estos qué son?
Galletitas rellenas de brownie y Nutella.
Look at that. Oh, wow. So these are filled with brownie and Nutella. We got regular cookies, smaller cookies, more cookies. So a lot.
And now I'm gonna show you how to make Mexican chocolate. To make Mexican chocolate, you need 4 ingredients: cacao beans, granulated sugar, powdered cinnamon, and vanilla extract. I'm gonna put it right here in the hand grinder. See, it's coming to a paste now. That's what we're looking for. And this is the perfect cacao paste. It's silky, but it still have texture. It's not grind all the way. Now we're gonna mix. All the ingredients there is to it. We mix it really well. smells so good, just beautiful. And we're gonna grind it one more time. So now we wanna form a chocolate tablet. Okay. We're gonna cut it in half. That way it's easy for you to use. Beautiful Mexican chocolate.
I decided to pay a visit to some friends in the village of Teotitlan del Valle. The Ruiz family operates a terrific taqueria in this small village outside of Oaxaca. Mrs. Ruiz also happens to be an expert at preparing cacao for drinking chocolate. She was more than happy to show me how it's done. We were welcome into the backyard where the comal was already heating over a wood fire. She slowly moved the cacao around the hot griddle with a dried corn husk, roasting the beans to an intensely aromatic doneness. Like coffee beans, cacao can be roasted to varying degrees of darkness to achieve a desired flavor. My olfactory senses were transfixed on the fragrance of the roasted cacao mixed with wood smoke. With her older daughter, the three of us crouched around the pot of roasted beans, peeling the bitter membranes to prepare them for grinding. So you have this little membrane, just like a peanut, and you crunch it a little bit, just to get the shell cracked.
Cuando hay fiesta, alguna fiesta en una casa, mucho.
Sí.
Mucho, una tina.
Pero espero que hay más personas que están ayudando. No solo. After smelling that intense fragrance for the past hour, I quickly popped a few of the morsels in my mouth to experience the flavor of the unadulterated bean. A heightened sensation quickly took hold in my brain. We then moved into the kitchen to further the process on a metate. If I could get one of these basalt stone tables in my carry-on luggage, I'd bring it back to the States with me. They're super effective for grinding ingredients. Unfortunately, they're also very heavy. I watched as she quickly pulverized the roasted beans into a fine powder. The smell of chocolate was now everywhere as she continued to add more beans to the grinding surface. Like a child with their face pressed up against the glass window of a candy store, I moved in as close as possible to observe. This simple tool fascinates me as it holds an artful place in Mexican food preparation. Whenever I get the chance, I try to practice my grinding skills, with some modest success. ¿Se muda o no? Solamente tócalo así.
Sí.
But I'll never be as good as her, because she feels the way in every fiber of her being. To be that comfortable in the preparation of one's native cuisine is truly a gift, like speaking a language fluently. She showed me effortlessly the culmination of her many years of experience grinding ingredients for the family meals. As she continued the process, she added sugar and spices to form a thick paste. This would be mixed with hot water, which comes from the...
Okay, just real quick. Hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Let's add clarify something. No, when we use the molcajete, we don't use it like in some philosophical artistic way of, oh, I can feel it. No. Way they teach you is Oh, are you feeling you're rolling the bean? Yes. Okay. Now, use your force to keep rolling that shit, but make sure it's pressing what you're supposed to be. Press. Also, the rolling bean for a Mexican mother is as powerful as a warhammer for a soldier. In other words, a Mexican chef, especially a Mexican mother with a rolling bean, is as dangerous as anything else in the universe.
Pre-Columbian tradition of making drinking chocolate. She places a large cube of the cacao paste in the pitcher of water and stirs vigorously with a molinillo, a wooden whisk designed to add foam to drinking chocolate, and finally produces a delicious cup of euphoria to soothe my anxious palate. I will always acquaint the smell of chocolate with certain experiences now, and the impassioned faces of the people who care about it.
Mexican table is made possible by
Some things are always there for you, like your alarm clock, right on time. Your parking space. Seriously? Girls' night, always there. And avocado.
Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make chile colorado flour tortillas. Friends, this is a recipe you don't miss, and it's a lot easier than the salsa verde flour tortillas. So if you've made any of our recipes before, this is one that you're going to be able to perfect.
Okay, the thing about making tortillas in different colors, it's one, the taste changes, obviously, the flavor changes. And yeah, pretty much there is not much difference outside of that. I mean, obviously, on the things you're gonna use it on, but I mean, that's a given. So let's continue with this.
For this recipe, you'll need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of lard, or you can use vegetable shortening, 1 cup of warm water, 9 guajillo chilies. Make sure to remove the stems and the seeds. And to season our tortillas, we're going to be using 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, and half a tablespoon of Mexican oregano. I'm going to start off by removing the stems and the seeds and placing our chiles into the blender. Add salt, ground cumin, and for those of you that don't like ground cumin, you can skip it, but for those of you that love it, you're going to absolutely love it in here. Mexican oregano. And now we're going to blend until smooth. My Vitamix seems to be out of commission, friends, so she's going to go on vacation while she gets repaired. So we're going to use our Foodie Ninja blender to blend our chiles, which is perfect because a lot of you have these and they're just so much easier to use. And boom, done! Place your burner on a medium heat and add your blended ingredients. Once you can smell that your chili is roasting, go ahead and turn it off. You do not want to burn this part. After about 25 to 30 seconds, you're going to remove your pan from the heat and we're going to get started on making our tortillas. Add your 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour to your bowl, and then you're going to add your chili blend.
Oh, it smells delightful in here.
Absolutely amazing. Once you heat up this pan, you're heating up the oils from your spices and your chile, and it's absolutely aromatic heaven.
Oh, it really is. What a difference from when you boil the chicken.
a huge difference.
Would I be able to add my boiled chilies in here instead of doing the dry method that you did?
Of course you can. But guess what? It's gonna get really sticky and gross. So if you guys want to work that masa, go ahead with all the ingredients. It just makes this process a whole lot easier, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is one of the most gorgeous masas that I've ever worked.
It looks beautiful.
And you know how much I love the masa for the tamales.
We know how much you love red chili.
I got excited just when you hear you say that. Add your 3 tablespoons of lard. And now we're going to break up the lard and combine it into our dry ingredients.
Thanks for the splash.
You're welcome. I knew you were going to love that. As soon as the blend hits any kind of oil, you're going to start seeing that color. It's absolutely beautiful.
I'll just take all of your kids where their mothers greet them with fresh made tortilla.
Yes, precious babies. They deserve it.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, they deserve it. When I made these last time, the babies, because I wake up early, the babies woke up and they said, "What's in the oven? It smells so good." And I'm like, "Oh, that's my masa." You know, I tried to light in the oven. They thought that I was baking something, and they got hungry. They're like, "It smells like chorizo."
They're so sweet.
So they woke up hungry that day. So once you've combined your lard into your dry ingredients, you're going to make a little well and start by adding 3/4 of a cup of water. Depending on your climate, you might need a little bit more, a little bit less, but you can gauge it that way. I don't know if I said it, but the water that I did pour in here is warm. Okay, I'm just about done combining our ingredients, and you're going to notice a lot of you are going to be like, "Oh, Steph, it's not sticking to my hand." This dough is absolutely amazing. If you want this to be your starter tortilla recipe, I definitely guarantee it. A lot of you have a little time. I don't know when you need to add a little bit more water. Right now would be the time to add a little more water. And this,
you have all that flour down there?
I know that if that flour down there needs to be hydrated, I still need to hydrate a lot of this masa. Hydration is key to keep nice, soft tortillas so that they don't dry out, along with the cooking process like I mentioned in our last tortilla recipe. And you're going to continue kneading your dough until it's not sticky. If after 4 minutes you're kneading it's still sticky, you can sprinkle a little bit of flour. And by a little bit, I mean about half a tablespoon.
Y ya están listos para el Super Bowl Sub-17.
And start slowly, okay? And don't be scared of your masa. Get in here. Knead it. You're an industrial machine.
You guys got this.
Yep, you got this.
The smell alone will motivate you to keep kneading.
Yeah. I'm already getting cheddar with this for some reason.
Yeah.
You know the orange and the red contrast? Carne asada. Ay, qué rico. Qué rico. And after about 16 minutes with this dough, you're going to get the consistency that you need. It's not too tight. Yeah. Just perfect. So go ahead and make it into a ball like this. And if you're not huffing and puffing, then you didn't get in here. You have to be huffing and puffing.
And don't worry about the stains in your hands. It's no different than Cheeto stains on your fingers.
It's just,
They
yeah.
go away. It goes away.
Warm up a little bit of lard in your hand and cover your masa with it. You can put a plastic wrap, a kitchen cloth, or you can put a plate. And you're going to allow your dough to rest for a minimum of 45 minutes in a warm place. I like to place it in the oven with the light on And the longer you let your dough rest, the better. So if you start this in the morning and you put your tortillas till later, even 4, 5, 6 hours later. I've had this dough resting for 5 hours. Look at how soft that is. It's beautiful. And now we're going to start making our tortilla balls.
Is that burrito size?
These are don't thank you. Don't get too excited talking about burritos. These are so much chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
You know who you are.
Yep. I actually do. I actually do. You can help who you love, you know, like you just feel somebody do their thing.
Yep. As they say, if you love someone, let them go. Feel free to go whenever you want.
I just believe in surrender, not necessarily letting anyone go because they're not like cattle, you know what I mean? It's like
It's an expression cloud.
oh, I meant literally like
You're like, don't rías de mí.
no, I laugh for myself. That's how you get through. Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Yep, it is for us. Pretty exact. You're gonna get those copies, okay? Yes, that we don't. Smoother. Okay. I can do that recently. And start rolling your tortilla. And do your stretch like we watch it. That's about how big your tortilla is going to be. Okay. So once you do that, go ahead and lower. These tortillas are so soft while you're rolling them. They're still like a juicy tender steak. Guys. You're doing this part. That's the part that'll end up drying your mornings. The coffee. For making they'll be making the they eventually come around. They do. And we're ready to go. So good. First taste test today. That with this flour, the dough is something to get more of the curvy. No, do it yourself. Also, when you're roasting your chili, you can get more of the natural oil to come out from your chili. And for your lard has to be exact for this recipe. Ready? Ready.
espacio peligrosas historias. Esto es increíble. Esa amenaza lo convierte en un aquellos niños. Decisiones que tomar.
Marketing at a company about to use Grammarly to handle it.
It just goes from a regular orangey red to a burnt red orange. This sprinkler reminds me of the Southwest. Shout out to all our friends in the Southwest. Hello to all our and boom done, amigos. Look at it. They are done perfect. You can fold them. They're not going to You're all set. This is going to be the best recipe for you to make if this is your first time making tortillas. The dough is so forgiving for your sweet little hands. I'm telling you, if you're making a tortilla recipe, this is going to be it. And you don't have to butter every single tortilla. We just do this. It's a comfort, just get it right off the pan and butter it up. For some reason, it doesn't have to be the whole stick of butter. See, nothing cracked. You guys got this. I'm gonna need somebody very still to say, oh, you're celebrating the tortillas. He's just so cuddly.
Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble with this right now. Don't know why. Also, I need to do a cleanup with the computer. So that's let's continue with this.
Hello? Hello? Is this thing working? Oh, this crystal ball's filthy. Looks like the convoy's had a bit of a mishap. You'd better hurry.
So much for arriving in the nick of time. This is a black day. Right, let's see what the mountains left us. Tall, but it's bloody cold up here.
Let's continue with this. Okay, so the first video we saw was about the tacos. What about it? It was a really good video. Most of the time, there are places where you can buy the tortillas. Mexico. So, yeah, most of the time is not pre-made tortillas. Those are handmade, homemade, whatever you wanna call it.
Nothing living in this.
But it's not pre-made.
Anyone have eyes on the runestone? Let's take a look around. Oh, it's
Is it through here? Yeah. Oh, guys, don't forget. There is a Twitch option mode in Vermintide 2 where you put hashtag A, hashtag B, C, or D, depending on the options. Right now, it's supposed to appear an option of all rage or within horror, which is the super enemy appears in Vermintide. The super an NPC, the heavy NPC. So if you guys put hashtag A is a rat, hashtag B is a demon.
Our prize awaits on the ropeway, it seems.
all right then. Old heroes, time to play courier service.
Stop complaining, Mayflies. Please. Both advantages. We do better.
I think I hear something.
Strangler, bring it down. Don't let it touch me.
Keep going, Rocky. You might hit something.
Shoot it out.
Why, Sigma! Kill the famine on me! Quiet won't last. See a rat or an Aucklander sing out.
Let's continue with this. Okay. So tacos are for most of the time with meat. The type of meat is up to you. That's pretty much obvious. Now, why meat by pretty much obvious? The fact that it is with meat, the tacos. That's a little bit of the basic thing, but a taco doesn't necessarily need to be made with meat. A taco can be made with cooked beans, with anything else. Taco is basically just a tortilla with something with some food in it. In other words, it could be anything. So when you hear somebody say that a taco is only with meat, they're wrong. And you have to tell them they're wrong. Because then it's gonna be more difficult for them to, oh, I want a taco. Or in some cases, I think I heard somebody said, it was a burrito. A burrito, it's a different thing. It's not a taco. So yeah.
Lumberfoots! Use that sleeve.
Nice.
Put your backs into it!
Now, don't let me tell you your business, but that bridge needs to come down.
And that's the sack that day. Plague zealots!
Don't deny that you know how to kill elf.
This is nothing. You should have seen me at Hogger's Bread Shop. Dozens, I please.
Hogger's Bread. Waiting if 2 known regiments vanished without trace of Hogger's Bread. Help! Help!
Tales of future. Onwards.
I smite your heathen souls!
I have no idea where I am. This is very confusing.
It's been a real change of pace for me, this. I don't get out as much as I should.
You might just be good at this story. Help the eyes. You've got the skill for it.
Lucky swing. That looks like what you lot would call a healing zone.
Okay, there were tacos. The other thing was pozole. Pozole is really good when after you drink a lot during the night and the morning after, when you have a migraine and all that stuff. Pozole is really good for that.
Let it hook you. No sorrow for a dead parkmaster.
And I'm uncooked. Not yet. You must
No, you gotta
not
be
die
king.
while our work continues.
You gotta be kidding.
The rattle of a scheme.
The gunner is slain.
Why did you let go of the sleigh, Lumberfoots?
Oh, mind of its own, that sleigh.
A pack of plague monks come for us, Mayfly. I cannot shoot without ammunition. I want the beast's eyes. Prediction!
Before a son of stigma and empire.
Lucky heads. What a Dracula's name is in this bottle? Ugh, rat
Got a gun? You should heal. Nicely done, El. I wish I had your speed.
And my wits. And my looks as well, I'm sure. There is no escape. A rattling gun, going by that scent.
Yeah,
No.
that rattling's dead. Stop showing off. You'll never be as good as Oxley.
Mayflies! I can see the sleigh. I feel the wind riding, light stormer. Watch out! Plague vermin!
Stop letting them hit you, sir. A blight storm. The air thickens with dust.
Lightning!
Blight stormers dealt with. Play Sigma.
Help yourself to ammunition.
We've got plague monk story. Yes, yes. May I remind you, you are not invincible, one. Groom me, singing sure, I'm down.
Touch dwarf. I'll not leave you.
Up you get, Martin. You owe me one.
God damn it. Better go for the slate.
We'll need to get the crate down, I reckon.
It hurts.
May I remind you, you are not invincible, dwarf?
You're going to need the cogs to get things moving.
Don't lose heart, Dory. We'll take them.
It's not that hard, surely. Finish it.
Bring Berati. I'm a bitch. Hands up. May I remind you, you are not invincible, dwarf? Right. Kill us, Dory.
God damn it.
Always works, that.
Look out! Whoa!
More of them coming. Let's teach him some manners. Ready, mates. Plague monks ahead. This post are better at fast.
Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it.
Die, Packmaster. You will trouble us no more.
Run.
Not bad for a fellow with one eye. Sigmar guide my strike, Master Dwarf. Wish he'd guide mine, or better yet, send me a nice full flagon of ale. Ammunition! I'm the pirate king of pirate, yo ho! They sing my name both near and far, yo ho!
Not exactly a soft landing, was it?
Perfect positioning. Oh, good fortune. No matter.
Sneak rat! Watch your backs!
Good saggies are dead saggies. Only hurts when I laugh. Doesn't I breathe? You're as bad as Cousin Huckry. Accept some help, Azungi. Poison rat, find it, kill it.
Watch it! Gas! die. Return me to the soil.
By the hammer, the gunlet is dead! Watch out for your mates and we'll get through this. Nice! He's not rousing from that.
You're going to need that ropeway working if you want to move forward.
Festering vermin! Kill them all!
I judge you Nobody's cooking. I'll be back.
I need help! Kill the hook knot! Make it suffer!
We got the strangler! Right on! Carve them up! Smash them in! Ambush! A righteous blow, Thrall! Your ancestors must have fought alongside Sigma. My ancestors fought alongside everyone, Shinigi, and with each other. That's hard in the mountains.
Okay, yeah. It wouldn't make sense to jump the cliff. Well, also it is Warhammer, so many things also make sense.
Still in one piece. Glory! Looks like we found ammunition. You want another, Snooky?
My bow reaches where your hit cannot, strangler!
Don't argue with that,
We're going to end with this, finishing this game, we're going to end stream.
That's Tockstad.
I
Doesn't look
wonder
like
if
much.
she's still streaming. Yeah, she is. We're going in there.
Oi! Bring back the village, whoever you are! Some cruties playing games. You can yet kill. You must not die, dwarf. Our work continues.
You need aid, Kruger.
Health to all and confusion for
That's it. I am opening this crate.
Oh, calm down. It's not the end of the world. Not yet.
Wait. What? Hey? Canny old baggage. Played us all for saps, didn't she?
There never was a village of Tokstad. Well, not for years. It was a concealment for my tower. But now some thieving wizardling has stolen what was mine and called forth this snowstorm to keep us out. I will awaken the flame. You carry a portion of it to the urns to begin the ritual. Once that's done, we can set about claiming my home.
Look at that armored brute. More plate than sense.
Eyes open, right feet.
Good luck.
You think that's a lot? Ha! Lumber boots. This is nothing.
Savage coming in.
Okay, friends, we're gonna end stream here. Just checking. Yes, she's still on. Just give me a second to set it up.
Bit of rain today.
Okay, guys, that raid has been set up. So see you guys tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy the stream.